guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Using his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Quick throw caught on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Makes a quick grab. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Sellers. Catch made on the out route. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. The shotgun running play call. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw. It's Nunez. There's contact on the throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Empty set now, 5 wide. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
LSU has moved into the red zone. And the tailback's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And the field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Pass rush closing in. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking, and the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Now it's 2nd down here.
Here we go.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the 3-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Ready?
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. A the RPO, caught to the right. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the Gamecocks looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, South Carolina. Still no answer for this offense. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is good, and they're in front now, 28-3. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Ready, set.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Cricket.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Scanning the field. It's Nunez. Looking for his big tight end. Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. Catch made inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point is good. They're pulling away 35-3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Back to throw. It's Nunez. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, looking to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. QB decides to keep it here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, an old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Nunez. Short connection to the tight end here. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Well, they're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
Now the try for 2. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass. It's Nunez. And a sophomore making an impact play. Big-time gamble coming up. Coach going for it this close to his own end zone. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Launching it downfield. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone and you're going for here. You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play, and they keep it going. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Here's the second down play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Press coverage now from the secondary. And he'll drop back here on third down. Cut quickly. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The Gamecocks will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Direct snap to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
Dropping back, it's Nunez. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. The offense going with the hurry up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Not a real good throw here. Much air under the ball turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Let's see how they play this here. Move into field goal position or take a couple shots at the end zone. Pitch to the back. Brought down after a big gain to first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And this one is right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field. Create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Short pass, finds the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Looking for his back. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Well, now that we're in this second half, Chris, you're limited on how many possessions you can get to get back into this game, and I think they needed to get something to get them going. Now you steal back some momentum. Let's see what they can do with this.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field.
29 Philly.
First play of the drive, they look to the right. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's a shotgun run call. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
First down here for this offense.
Here we go.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down play coming up. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And the Gamecocks pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. They're going to run it here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Okay, ready?
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Can he get there on the ground? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Easy.
We go with a direct snap. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down. They will take over on downs now.
Now, the offense being aggressive here, going for it on 4th down, but the defense was not having it at all. They come up with a big stop.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's got it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the beatdown continues. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
That one bounces through the end zone, so we'll start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. And is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Not just the pick, but a big return.